Close your eyes, shut your mouth, dream a dream and get us out. Dream, 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 dream. Hit the hay, fast asleep, dream a dream, you little bleep. Dream, 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 dream.
Welcome back to a dream journal. I haven't done one of these in a very, very long time. First off, I do remember that. Yeah, probably the earliest part of the dream I remember, I was with my friends, my girlfriend, some friends I haven't seen in a while, my sister, my girlfriend, maybe my brother and his girlfriend, and then a friend we're all friends with. We're like out and there was this island at this lake, and so we were all swimming at the lake, and it was summer, it was kind of warm, and I was on the shore, like not on the island yet, and there were I had these boxes for like, so it's like a little platform. It's like a table. It's got the legs and then the top piece, but the top piece was glass. And the point was that you can put them in the water, and the glass, it sits right underneath the water, so you can stand on it and walk on it and like have a ground. But it also kind of looks like from shore that you're standing on the water. And so I had these boxes, and I was like unpacking them and swimming them out there to set them up for fun and stuff. And we just kind of had a good time. We swam around out there, hung out, and after a while, I was setting them up, and it stopped kind of being important, and the island and lake stopped being an island and lake, and we were just kind of in my bedroom. Not my bedroom, like in real life, but a bedroom that was supposed to be mine. And I was still setting up these fuck ass tables, so I was just setting them up in this room now, and everyone eventually ended up leaving. It was just me and my friend, and we were talking, chilling. We were talking, chilling, and I can't remember, someone came in at some point. I think it might have been my girlfriend, and then the other homie left, so it was just me and my girlfriend now, and we were talking, and then my girlfriend left. I think my girlfriend left. Yeah, I think my girlfriend left, and then my sister came in, and we were talking, and then she left, but like she was distraught. She was like, something was wrong, bro. She was distressed. And she went like down to the basement or something. And I was like, something's wrong. So I started heading that way too to go see what was up. And I get down there. And there's like a basement, or like, I think we were on like the second floor, so I went down to the first floor, and I was still heading down to the basement, but I saw a bunch of the girls from Dance Moms. I've been watching hella Dance Moms, and they were like starting a restaurant or something. They were just like doing their own thing, but I was like, I noticed them as I was walking through, and so I was walking by, and they said some stuff to me like, oh, I wouldn't go down there to the basement. She seemed like pretty upset, or like whatever. Something like that. And I got down there. Bro, this basement was freaky as fuck. This basement was not cool. This was sketch ass basement. But I was going down there, and yeah, it was like gray walls. It was like dirty. It's just not the vibe. I was walking, I was like, man, my sister down here though, I gotta go find her. This is not very cool. I remember I got to the end of the basement and there's this room. I got like, oh, I wish I could remember this in detail. I'm gonna try and remember for you guys. Yeah, no, it was just a really weird scene. I think I got like jump scared or something. But that's as far as I remember that part. Then I think I woke up because I got freaked out, and then I ended up going back to sleep. And bro, the most recent part before I finally woke up was whack. I want to know what this means, honestly. Like, so I was with my homeboys, my friend Ryan and Waylon. I was like sleeping in a bedroom, and me and Waylon were like off some crazy drugs. We were on like shrooms times 20. And Ryan was laying down sleeping in the room too. I was laying there sleeping with my girlfriend, and Waylon was sleeping on a bed. But me and Waylon were like using telepathy. We were just talking to each other through our brains. And he was saying some stuff like, man, what was he saying? He was like, oh, I can't remember. He was saying some really profound shit. But also like, maybe he was trying to wake me up, like tell me I was dreaming. That was kind of the vibe of what he was saying, but like he wasn't saying those words for sure. And Ryan in my dream started vacuuming for some reason, and my girlfriend was like, bro, I vacuum this room every day. Stop vacuuming. I do it. Please. I'm trying to sleep. He's like, oh, okay, my bad. And then we all got up, me, Waylon, and Ryan, and we walked outside, and we were just fucking. I was thinking about smoking weed. I haven't been smoking weed lately, and and yeah, so I was thinking about it, and I was sitting up in this tree, and I was imagining how it'd feel to have a joint and smoke it. And I was sitting up in this tree. I got down from the tree, and the friend from earlier from the lake, we were like, oh, what's up? Hey. And then it was like moonlit. It was nighttime, and it was moonlit, and we were like just outside. There was trees, pine trees. And they were like, yeah, bro, I think it was my sister again, brother. Like, yeah, your sister went into the fucking, like, what was it? It was like a shed or a cabin that's on the property. But like, yeah, I think she went over there and there. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? That's weird, right? So yeah, we should go check on her. Like, we should go look. And so we went over to the cabin. It's still nighttime. We opened the door, and there's not really much in there. There's like a loud generator plugged in, and a light, like one single light that was not very bright, and then like a hole in the ground that was boarded up. And so clearly, like, it felt obvious we were supposed to go through the hole in the ground that was boarded up. But in my head, I knew something was going on down there, like there was a killer or something, and that I shouldn't unplug the generator because the lack of sound would alert him, and we need the sound to mask us breaking the boards and stuff anyways, so. But the generator just kept coming unplugged. It felt like every time I walked over to the boards, like, I tripped over the cord and like it unplugged the generator and it got quiet. But eventually I just started ripping up the boards like some super strength. I just fucking grabbed and started ripping them up. And dude, there was a serial killer down there, like, it was like the Saw guy mixed with Michael Jackson. Like the Saw face, but like real skin and whatnot. And like the Joker for sure mixed with the Joker. And man, this dude just would not die, bro. I kept trying to stop him from hurting my family, and like, bruh. So the girl, my friend, was halfway down in the hole. Or maybe she was like all the way down in the hole, like her head was at the top of the hole and I was still upstairs. And I was like looking down, like sticking my head through the hole. And he was like across the room being evil and ominous. And I had like, it didn't make sense. Like it broke the laws of physics, but in the dream, it wasn't weird. Like no one acknowledged it. I kind of just like was still like outside the hole, but I was peeping in, and then I would reach all the way across the room and like fuck with him. But dude, he was like gonna try and hurt us or something. So like, there were so many knives. There were knives all over the room. There were like at least 4 or 5. And so I took my box cutter knife and I like started cutting the ends off his knives so he couldn't stab us with them. But he was just still evil, so I started stabbing him. And like, dude, I had to like, bro, I straight up had to stab him in like the eyes, and he just kept coming. Like, so I kept having to stab him in the face. I remember at one point, I ended up cutting his entire face off. But I would just blink, and his face would be back, and he would be fine, and I would have to keep stabbing him and trying to stop him. And then I remember at one point, after I'd been stabbing him so many times trying to fight him off, I realized the real way to hurt him wasn't physically, it was emotionally. And so I just started telling him that nobody loved him while stabbing him. And he started to shrink. I started to stab him and squish him down and shrink him into a trash can. And once I belittled him so much with my words, he was just kind of dead. But when I looked back at my friend, they were kind of short and looked like the kid version of the Joker. It looked like a kid version of the killer almost, like just a smaller version. And they were like, hey bro, don't kill me. Like, come on. It's me. But they were holding a knife, so it was like, what the fuck, bro? This is a fucking weird ass fucking dream, bro. What does this mean? But I took the knife, and I'm like, don't be stupid, I'm not gonna hurt you. And I just like broke the knife in half, and like, that's pretty much where the dream ended. But yeah, it was a super weird dream. I didn't particularly enjoy it at all. It just it was quite interesting, and I wanted to start dream journaling, so I'm putting it out there. Thank you guys for anyone who listened to this extremely strange experience. And if you have any extremely strange dreams like this as well, or even normal ones, just share them in the comments. I really, 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 really want to lucid dream, and dream awareness and recall are important for that. So that's why I'm here. If you guys care or trying to do anything like that, hit me up. Peace.